This meeting is being recorded.
Okay.
And if anybody, has any questions as we're going through the meeting today, please feel free to stop me or put, put your questions in the chat and we can talk about anything as we're going along. But Your Community Cares, this program that we started in Southington was made possible by the Main Street Community Foundation. And thank you, Kate, the Director of Grants, for being here today.
I'm happy to be here, and I just want to say we're really excited to help support this program and bring it to Southington. As a lot of you on the here today know, we have the Barnes Memorial Trust at the Main Street Community Foundation, which supports the health and wellness of Southington residents. And one of our priority areas is seniors and working with seniors and preventing them from being isolated and assisting them with their mental health and physical health needs. And this fits very well into that. So we were happy to support it and happy that you're all here to find out more about it, because it takes the community to really launch this program, both from identifying volunteers and identifying potential clients for the program. So sorry, Michelle, didn't mean to jump in there.
No, that's great. Thank you so much for being here today and trying to be so generous in connecting with us with other people in the community. So I really appreciate that. And I know that there's one person on the call today that might have had a recent injury. And things happen every day, right, Megan? And you know that you could fall down and break your elbow and you might need some help at home. If you're an older adult, it only magnifies the difficulties, the complexity to live at home and deal with some of these temporary disabilities. So it's the aging population and then people with disabilities. But I also want to thank everybody else for joining the call today and sharing your time with us. I know everybody's time is valuable and we're kind of getting zoomed out, but we want to make this more of a fun opportunity to really connect as we are now just kind of launching in Southington. We haven't had a lot of enrollments yet, so we're excited. And feature articles like yesterday from the Bristol Press, awesome opportunity to be able to get us in front of some of the readers in Southington and get us better connected. But I wanted to also introduce myself, Michelle Puso, the president and co-founder of Your Community Cares, and my sidekick.
MD Birmingham. I'm also the co-founder of Your Community Cares.
And on the call, we've got a few of our Maturity Works trainees. So we've got a lot of people helping to support us behind the scenes, which is why we are a 100% volunteer organization, but we're able to keep this all going through a lot of volunteer support and pro bono professionals that are helping us. So we're so grateful for all of them. And one of those people is Tina, and Tina is going to be monitoring the chat box. So feel free to put your information in there and we'll make sure all your questions are answered.
Michelle, did we want to go around quickly and have people just maybe introduce themselves, since everyone may not know everyone, and just represent where they're from, or if they're just interested as an individual? And I mean very quickly, because I know we want to get started.
Yeah, absolutely. If you wouldn't mind just unmuting yourself, we can start with Tina.
Hi, I'm Tina. I do outreach and I am a trainee.
Great, thank you. And Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm in New York, and I'm a volunteer, and I'm helping out with some of the marketing and various writing projects.
Thank you for all your help. She's a Catch a Fire volunteer that we've had access through the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, gave us access to Catch a Fire, which is where we now can use pro bono professionals to help us with a variety of projects. So Kathleen's been awesome. So thank you, Kathleen. And Preston.
Yeah, hi, this is Preston Wilbur. I just started this week working through Maturity Works to work with Michelle and everybody on this call. And I'm very happy to support it. I support the mission and very pleased to be here.
Thank you. Looking forward to working with you more. And Megan.
Megan, you're on mute. Megan, you're on mute.
I think your speakers just might not be.
There you go.
Computer issues. I am Megan Albanese. I'm the prevention coordinator for the town of Southington and the STEPS Coalition, and a proud board of directors member of the Main Street Community Foundation.
Awesome. Thank you. And Michelle LeBoy.
I'm a resource coordinator in Southington with the Hartford Healthcare Center for Healthy Aging.
Great. Thanks for being here. And Nancy.
Hi, I'm Nancy Morrissey. I'm the Executive Director of Senior Transportation Services.
Okay, great. Thanks for being here. And Leanne?
Leanne Frisina, and I am the Social Justice Chairperson at St. Dominic Church and have been in that position for about 20 years now. So happy to help.
Great.
Great. Thank you. And Wendy?
Hi, I'm Wendy Fisher. I'm the membership director at the Southington YMCA.
Oh, great. And Jolene?
Hi, I'm Jolene Naselli. I'm the Health and Wellness Director at the Southington YMCA. And separate from that, I'm also on the board of directors for Southington Pride.
Awesome. Great. It's great to see all these different people today. Kay Fasani?
Fasano.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Karen Fasano. I'm the Vice President for Patient Care for the Central Region of Hartford Healthcare, which encompasses Midstate Medical Center, Bradley Memorial Hospital, and the Hospital of Central Connecticut.
Great. Thanks for joining us. And Deputy?
Bill Palmer, I am Deputy Chief of the Southington Police Department. So I'm looking forward to learning more about the organization and what we can do to assist.
Great. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Kaya? Kaya? Did I mispronounce that?
Hi, my name is Kaya. I'm from Senior Transportation Services. I work under Nancy, helping out with the supporting rides with the senior citizens. I'm also very new to senior transportation, but I'm loving it and it is very awesome.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. And Amanda?
Hi, my name is Amanda Claire. I'm with the ARC of Southington. I'm the Outreach and Assistive Tech Coordinator.
Great. Thank you. And Jack?
Hi, I'm Jack Eisenman, and I'm the Executive Director of the United Way of Southington. And we're just trying to find out some volunteer opportunities for the pool of volunteers that we have that might be able to help to keep seniors in their homes.
Great. Thanks for being here.
Welcome.
Erica?
Hi, I'm Erica. I'm Erica White. I'm a new board member on UR Community Cares, and I'm here just listening to how we're involved in the community and hear kind of what your guys' needs and responses are around that. So thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Grenade.
Hello, I am Grenade Bordeaux, and I'm here just to listen and learn. And I'm a part of the Maturity Works team and working in the New Haven area and wanting to learn more about what community is doing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And WT&H. If you're not able to speak right now, that's okay. Jonathan? Or Christy?
Hi, I'm Christy Sadowski. I'm the Executive Director of the Southington Public Library and the Barnes Museum.
Great. Nice to meet you. And I know someone's calling in on a phone. If you wanted to say hi, feel free.
Hi, I'm Mark Fazzolari. I work for the town of Southington in the Community Services Department.
Oh, great. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so I think we'll get started.
Can we get Janice Butterfield?
Oh, Janice.
Hi.
I just saw that.
You have to unmute. Just unmute yourself.
You have to mute this one.
Hi. Um, I am part of my charity works.
Thanks for joining us today, Janice. So I think that's everybody now. Yep. Great. All right, let me share my screen. So we wanted to go over your community cares and give you a broad overview of the organization. But really, feel free to stop me along the way if you have any questions at all. We'll go over what services we have, who we serve, what our volunteers look like, who our partners are, where our funding comes from, the pets, which everybody loves, the furry pet community, and our collaborations across the state, how you might be able to get involved, and how people schedule for help. So your community cares provides services directly to people's homes, those people that need help directly at home with companionship, housework, yard work, transportation. It could be errands. There are so many different, we're going to go over the website in a little bit, but there's so many different categories and subcategories that people can ask for. It's just not personal care or licensed work. So it's not plumbing, it's not electricians, it's not showering, it's anything that you or I could do that doesn't take training, that an individual can do and volunteer. So there's many people that ask for help in the same week. They could have somebody come over and do yard work. In the same week, they could ask somebody to give them a ride to the doctor, or they could have a companion come over and just play cards. I mean, it's endless, the amount of opportunities that exist once a person signs up. And the benefit of this is the free opportunity for people to use the website to connect to people in their own community. And that is saving them from having to hire someone. And we know a lot of people that are on fixed incomes, it's very challenging to be able to pay for these ongoing services that they need to stay independent at home. So saving people money is a big part of why we wanted to keep the platform free, which is why grants from community foundations are vital to the organization, so that we can now enroll people and really focus on the towns that we have the funding in, so we can really make sure that we're getting the enrollments and the connections happening. And the enrollments come from the community members, those people that are age 70 and older, or 18 and older with a temporary or permanent disability. So that means if they're coming out of a hospital, a rehab facility, and they're recovering at home, or if they've had an injury in some way, that's a temporary disability to me. So they qualify not by insurance, not by a doctor's note. We take them at their word. So if they say that they're 18 and older with a disability, I'll be contacting them to kind of find out on the backside, what's going on, what kind of resources do they already have in place, what might they need. So we're trying to be really a resource for people that they can feel like they can call us, and we can then refer them to, whether it's the Area Agency on Aging or the Independence Unlimited, whatever they might be in need of. I do try to help people get better connected to services beyond just volunteers coming to their house. And this is Frank. He's our oldest Cheshire community member that we had a big party for last year. And we're looking forward to his 108th birthday this year. He's unbelievable. Many people are living longer, and that quality of life of being able to have some support is really important. And our volunteers are anyone that's over the age of 15, but 15 to 17-year-olds. We want those high school students to be able to get community service hours, but we want to make sure that they are have supervision. So they have adult consent and supervision along the way. Everyone else is background checked, and that's our community members and our volunteers, they're all background checked, except the high school students. So what they do is you go online to sign up, create a profile for yourself. And that's where they can, the magic really happens with the website, and we'll kind of go over that website in just a little bit. Everyone that's on the call fits into a different part of this roadmap that we consider a roadmap to connect the town. And it's vital for, as you all know, us to be all better connected. And when I was working in healthcare, I was a physical therapist for over 20 years. It was challenging to get better connections through communities. And that's really why I started this, is I was feeling like there wasn't neighbors helping neighbors. And that is really what we've created, this technology to allow for people to connect to one another in a safe way. And as a result of this, sorry, I haven't updated this. We're in over 120 towns across Connecticut, and we actually have over 1,000 users already on the website. Too busy to update this slide, sorry. Referral partners, we have a ton of people referring to us from all different walks of life. It could be social workers, it could be nurses, senior centers or hospitals, but it could be faith organizations. It can be insurance companies, the 211 system. If you know somebody in need, they're finding our number because the word free is next to it. So if you have free resources for people, it's a great opportunity for them to get assistance at home. These are some of the funding that we've had over the last few years. Again, sorry, this isn't quite updated, but it gives you an overview of the community foundations and some of the grants that we've been working with. Many community benefits. One of those big things is people being able to stay in their own home and not have to be institutionalized, trying to build the improve the lives of people with their mental health and physical health, getting them back to doctor's appointments, getting them back to be talking with people and being more integrated in society, as we all know, the last couple of years has been very challenging, but we're excited that the sun is out, the temperatures are going up, and we're hoping that we can really have a positive spring and summer, and get on the other side of COVID. And these furry pets that are at home, we started working with ECHN, the hospital here in Manchester, and they were hearing from their patients that they wanted to be checked out because they had their pet at home who was like their family, and they wanted to take care of them because they had no one to support their pet while they were in the hospital. So we partnered in, and pet care was already one of our categories, but we've kind of created the Your Pet community in order to really highlight this need. And as we have an aging society with 65, the people that are turning 65, what is it? 10,000 people every day are turning 65. So we know that communities are changing. There's more older people than younger people, and we have to be better prepared as a community to support these residents. And pets are just another way to support people in their time of need. We're really trying to collaborate with a lot of the M teams and councils, the councils of governments, and any opportunity to try to network is an opportunity for us to better understand what that community needs. And I know Southington is an awesome community, and you guys have a lot of community resources. And so we're just excited to hear how we might be able to partner with some of you and invite us to events, or we could be partners at some of these things. So each participant on the platform, when they enroll, they cost the organization approximately $100. So each enrollment, the expense is the background checks. If someone's lived in New York, it's $95. If someone's lived in Connecticut, it's $36. It varies state by state. We have a lot of different insurance to make sure this is as safe as possible. And we have ongoing technology that is our platform that makes this all possible. So we just did an average of $100 a person, just so you guys know what the funding is going for. Because again, we're 100% volunteer. All the staff that we have, like through Maturity Works or the pro bono professionals, that's all pro bono to us. It's a federal program that we're able to benefit from. It's fantastic. So this kind of gives you an overview of how the signups happen. They go to yourcommunitycares.org. They sign up. If they don't have access to the internet, they can be signed up by a family member, a friend. They can call us and we can sign them up. And then they go into their profile and they schedule those things that they need help with, whether it's for this week, next week, or 3 months ahead of time. They can schedule it in so that they have that peace of mind of knowing, okay, someone's already accepted it. Great, I'm all set. And then they can kind of check that off the list, because, you know, a lot of people, it's worrisome not knowing how they're going to get to their appointments. So then an email goes out once that person schedules what we call a deed, the thing that they need help with. An email goes out to volunteers within 15 miles of that person's house. So all the Southington residents would be alerted that this person needs help. And then it's basically first come, first serve of who would be accepting that appointment. And then those two connect. So whether the person wanted yard work, gardening, they would work out the details of, okay, well, pull up that bush and not that bush, or, you know, they work out all the details. We are just linking them together to make all of these connections happen. So we were super excited when Chief DeMayo came to us. He's the Clinton police chief, and he wanted to use our platform to better serve the older adults in Clinton. So they were recognizing the need for more of their older adults that needed a little bit more assistance, but they didn't want to be managing a website. They wanted a way to just kind of plug into ours. And so that's what they did. They got, they rounded up a bunch of Clinton volunteers that were interested in helping older adults and people with disabilities. And so they reached out to them and said, hey, would you like to be a volunteer? And then they provided them with some training. So they did some, you know, cognitive training, CPR, just different types of training, so that when they're going out, they have a little bit higher level of awareness of the demographic of people that they're serving. So they then they partnered with the Human Services Department in order to really identify those people in the community that need the help. So it's been successful. We started in August of 2021. And to date, again, sorry, these numbers aren't quite up to date, but about 50 people have signed up in Clinton. So that would be a $5,000 cost to the organization. And they've given us an $8,500 donation so that it's front loaded now, so that we can continue to enroll as time goes on. And we'd love to do something similar in Southington, because we already have the funding. So it's an opportunity to maybe talk about how we can set something like this up in Southington. And here is June. June is a 85-year-old widow with many health conditions and limited income, and she's just trying to stay independent at home. She works with a social worker here in Manchester that runs her profile because she doesn't have the internet. And whenever she needs help, she calls the social worker puts it in the website, an email goes out, and then Beth picks up those appointments every week. And the two of them are like, you know, Thelma and Louise. They're doing a variety of projects around the house. They're just, it's like building friendships. You know, these people are really getting more and more bonded, and that's been awesome to see. So we have a small board of directors. As Erica said, she's a new member that is joined. We're excited for more and more people to be joining in, and our advisory board and our pro bono professionals. We're just so grateful for everybody's help. So thank you all that have been helping us along the way. Anybody have any questions before we go over to the website? Okay. So this is our website, yourcommunitycares.org. This is where you would go to sign up